Hey guys, Capelino here. Welcome to Siege Talks. And today, as you can see, I'm here with the man, the myth, the legends, the Brazilian goat for so many, Julio. How are you doing today, Julio?
Hello, all good, all good. We're screaming right now, but it's good.
And today we have a lot of things to talk about: Falcons, your career, the Munich Major. But first of all, BS. Sorry. Falcons has won once again the stage from for EML and are heading to the Munich Major. You guys, the lineup made all the grand finals last year, but in this season are struggling a little bit. They got top four at Reload, but got out early in WC. How you see the evolution and how you prepare for the mental, for the stability to the Munich Major?
I think EWC was a breaking point for us because we were last place, so we have a really long talk. Like we have to fix this, we have to fix everything. Let's start from scratch. So that's what we did during the season. All the strategics, all the things inside the game, we try to fix them all, and outside of the game as well, because in a lot of matches, the emotional was getting through us, like mid round or mid map or between maps. So that's something that we focus a lot during the season, like inside the game and outside of the game. So basically everything. But that's something that it's working out because during some matches, at some point, we were like the meta was kind of bad, not like between us, but the mood of it was kind of bad. Was feeling off because during the group stage we did pretty well, and then during playoffs some matches were kind of off, but we managed to fix this during the match. So it's really good. It's something that we try to fix since I joined, and even before when they had this new lineup with Yusuf and Solotov. So it's something that right now we are really like fixing it. So for me that's the main thing.
Yeah. And talk about the WC, you became the coach. I mean, we talked a little before. You're the guy behind the players. Also used to flex, make the parts together. But how the you see this new part in the Six Invitational? You're the assistant coach, but now you're behind the players. How do you feel, and how do you think you can change the players' mentality?
I think me and Stuflex we work pretty well together, like with everything, and being the head coach or not for me and for him doesn't matter that much. We don't have this ego, or we just since I joined, um, I'm more like a strategist guy. So like during the pauses, I talk more about strats and what we can do. And we just said after reload, we said, you want to try as head coach? And I say yes. And now we are trying, but. To be honest, like if you feel like okay, you're not that good as a head coach, Julio, you can go. I would go back to assistant coach. I mean, the head coach. I think he's totally capable to do this because he's doing this for a long time as well. So outside of the game, you're just doing the same stuff. It's not like I'm up to him and he's up to me, just like the same way. And during the tournaments, we are just testing out. For now, it's me. If it's working out, we keep doing this. But if not working out, we change. But yeah, I think we work pretty well with Ego as well, our analyst. So I think it's fine, because I'm an old guy. Stu is an old guy, so you don't have this ego and nothing. You just wanna win, and you don't wanna be on the spotlight, like as a head coach or as anything. So I think it's pretty good to work with people like this. He's a hard worker, ego as well. So for now, it's really good.
Yeah. When you talk about Siege, Stuflex career was he has a playing career like in the 2017, but he made his name as a coach. But you on the other side, you played three Six Invitations Grand Finals. You been in four, including the 2025. How do you feel your experience as a player can in that moment, if you compare your career to the lineup career, you made more grand finals, you play for a longer time. How do you feel you can impact then on that side?
I think being a player for a lot of years helped me with, like, I know how to talk with players. I know what I should do at which time. With some sometimes I was a player and then the coach come in the wrong time saying me something that I get tilted or something like that, and just the feeling of the game, what's going on inside the game, and what can help us change it strategically. And I feel like just more this feeling that things that I like my coach saying and I don't like, and the timings, I think it's pretty good because I have a background as a player. And for Stuflex, I learned a lot with him as well because since he made his career as a coach, he knows how to talk with players and like control the team mood, and he's really good on this, So I'm learning a lot with him on this, and for me, it's more like this timings, What should I say? When should I say it? Because like for example, we lose a match, and then I go to some player and talk something bad. Oh, that round, or like I know when I was a player, when I lose a match, I don't want to hear this. So just one example, And during
Yeah.
the scrims as well, it's just these timings, I think is pretty good when you were a player.
Yeah. And talking about being a player, after you spent time in Fear staff, you came back to W7M to play with them. But after W7M, you made your way to M&M. Yeah, it's a lot of M's saying. But do you think you have the desire, you think about being back as come back as a player?
I don't think so. I played for like 10 years, and I think not even because like I'm getting older, just because I think I could still play right now, but it's just the grind. I don't feel like playing the game the whole day, and maybe we go to the tournament and I play bad, and I have this thing like, oh, I play bad, I should play good. I feel like mentally, I like being a coach more, and especially because now I live in my hometown with my family, so at least in Brazil, you have to live in São
São
Paulo to
Paulo.
play. If I play like for an A team in Europe, I have to move, and then my wife and kid, what should I do? Like he's already in school and everything. But uh, if I still wanted to play, we would do this. But to be honest, I like being a coach. Just the same for me. And if I would choose the perfect world, okay, I would prefer to be a player playing really well, But it's not always like this. So now, like. I like this moment of my life, as a coach. I can help young players, and I have a lot of experience. So it was not something that I became a coach out of necessity. Just like I want to be a coach now. I think I like to compete, and it's not that different playing and being a coach for me, because I played a lot. So it's all like, okay, I'm done playing.
Yeah. And talking about playing and talking about the side of playing, Munich Major it's near us and Siege Matters it's floating a lot. We in the start of the year we had a heavy usage of shields. Today we have got a heavy usage of utility dump. How do you feel about the meta coming ahead in the Munich Major?
I think the meta right now is pretty good. We adapt, we learn a lot, like how to play the meta, and there are with this change of bans, like we can ban two and then another operator. People are playing a lot of different play styles. You play a lot of shields, then you can ban while denial. You can play like executes, Grim, Capitão, Ying. You can play Doka Bidimos on defense now. They both solid, so you can play solids more. You can play setups with Mira. You have like a lot of play styles, so it's really nice because each team has its own play style. So for me, the game is in a pretty good shape right now because back then, like you said, meta shield, and then you just can ban one operator. It's just okay. Everyone's playing shields, and then
Yeah.
when Jaeger, Wamai, Aruni was good with shields, everyone was playing this now. At least in Europe, everyone is kind of playing different, because there are some things that, for example, G2, they play more crazy, So they play different operators than VP that doesn't play that crazy. So now the meta for me is really flexible and really good, and it's fun to play, to be honest.
Yeah. And talk about the major. Uh, how can you tell Falcons is doing in the expectations you had during the year? And complementing the question, how the expectations change from BDS to Falcons? Because of course BDS is a big org in Siege, but Falcons is a world org.
I think org-wise, just talking about Falcons, I think it's the best augur I've been through. Is something that you want as a player, as a coach, as a team. You just not worry about stuff outside of the game, you know. So they have everything, you know. The salaries came the right time. Boot camp, don't even have to ask, you know. We know if you go to an international tournament, there's gonna be a boot camp, and like the visas, the travel tickets, you don't have to worry about anything, you know. It's really easy on Falcons because we have our own manager, but they like the team itself, the staff itself of Falcons is really good, you know. So for us, it's just perfect, you know. Like we don't have to worry about anything, and even after we lose EWC, they're not like they were like, okay, fine, we know guys are really good, they're gonna make it out. So it's really good. It's the best thing you can expect as an org, you know. And as a team, like I think there's always a lot of high expectation on us, especially because last year. But you know, everything has its own honeymoon phase. A new player join, and you start doing good. And then at some point, you have to redo all the stuff. Happened with everything, to be honest. Like with Furia, they won a side, and they start becoming bad, and they restructure without dropping players or staff, and then now they're good again. So I think something that happens. And for us, after we lost EWC, right now we just wanna uh, play well, you know, like because we know in WC we were not in our best shape. So we know if we are in our best shape, we're gonna do pretty well. I don't know if we're gonna win or not the tournament, but for us now, we just want to play our best, you know, like communication, individual as a team. So that's we don't expect much. We just know that okay, we are playing on maximum now. Let's see.
Yeah, and talk about the after Major Munich, we got the regional finals, LCQ, and the SI. The Six Invitational, it's the biggest tournament of the year, and BDS came from the ex BDS lineup Falcons, and what I mean to say, they came from the have loss. The all year was a heavy loss. They lost all the major tournaments. The How do you guys feel in about the Six Invitational?
I think when you join Falcons, we know EWC is really important for them, but for us, SI was always our main goal, and especially because he's in Paris, and we had a lot of French players, so it's a dream for us. And not saying that we're not full tryharding during WC Reload major, but our main focus is to be ready for the SI, you know. So that's how we are working during all the year. And to be honest, even that was bad. It's kind of good that we didn't do that well at Reload in EWC because now we are fixing everything, you know. And I feel like it's the right time because if you do well at the major, SI is like 3 months after, so we're gonna be in our best shape. So yeah, our whole dedication is to SI, and we hope to qualify during this major, winning the major or with points. Otherwise, we're gonna go to EML finals, and even if you don't get good points, we still have the LCQ, so we are fine. But yeah.
Yeah, I think finals is the Falcons is in a good place because you guys had the most points. You guys were in second place, only losing to Weeble that won Asia twice. And one last question about SI. I had a talk with Hindi uh, during the SI 2025, talking about how the FaZe came back to the mental state after losing the finals last year and how they completely shut down. They forgot about that grand final and treat the this year SI as a new one. How do you feel about that? And how Falcons are gonna, of course, the same lineup, gonna get a new mentality? How they gonna approach SI?
I think it's like I said, we had to fix a lot of mental stuff that we knew it was happening. Like for example, I'm playing and then I get frustrated with something, and then we just manage. We knew that this was happening, but now we are managing to fix that, and it's just you know we are helping each other team wise. We are like more happier playing. So when things are going bad, it's not with all 5 players. So one guy that, for example, is not tilted, let's say, is helping the other guy, and then we all came back mentally. So that's the main thing, because in game, siege wise, we know if we fix everything, we're gonna be good. We're gonna be like a top team, you know. But we still had that mental part that we could, not saying it was really bad, but we could improve to be like, we reach the finals, we are really good mentally, and in game we have a high chance to win, you know. So this was the main thing for us, and now we are managing to fix it, and it's in a good timing as well, you know. Like, we still won stage 2, and this happens in some matches that we have this problem, then we fixed it for the major, and it's really good, because you have the major and still have SI. So I think it was a good, everything that happened was a good time, you know, for us to fix stuff.
Fix everything, is in it. And Julio, one last thing you want to say to the fans, to the people?
I just want to say thank you for all the Falcons fans. There's a lot of fans that came with us from previous team, and just like Falcons fans itself. So we receive a lot of support, and even through the bad phase, I receive a lot of messages like, "Ah, you guys should do this." Instead of like cursing us, they were just like giving us tips and wanted us to improve. And that's what we did this split. We work a lot, and we work it well, you know. It just, because doesn't mean if you work like 15 hours a day, you're gonna solve problems. You just like work properly and a lot. So just trust us that we are doing our maximum, and we're gonna do well in these upcoming tournaments. Yeah.
Yeah. First of all, Julio, thank you so much, and also thank to the
Thank you.
Falcons staff that made this happen. If you like the interview, you can watch the channel. There's much more. Consider subscribing. If you came from Twitter or Reddit, my other socials are going to be in the description. Julio socials are also going to be in the description, but you can see our Twitter
Subscribe.
handles here. Thank you once again for Julio for accept the invite, and see you guys next. A big hug.
See you. Thank you.